kidding. I am a Hello Kitty warrior. I am a warrior for love. I am a warrior for light. And I will never stop spreading love and light. I was born with a male body, but a female soul. I didn't realize this till I was 51 years old.
Wow.
I had no friends who were lesbian, no friends who were gay. I didn't know the word trans. I knew one simple fact. My soul and my spirit are female. Like a rock going in the water. I saw it hit. I saw my past. I saw all the things my God brought me through to bring me to a point where I could see my soul was female. I could see my future going before me, and I knew I would become the woman I was always intended to be. When I told my little sister, she said, I love you and support you. When I told my big sister, she said, I love you and support you, but don't tell Mom and Dad, they'll never understand. When my brother found out, and my brother found out, my brother said, don't expect me to like it, but I always knew there was something different about you. And that's love from my brother. And my brother took me to the little shop in Aiken, South Carolina, and introduced me as his sister, Sandy from Cleveland, over and over and over. And then I got gutsy, and I called my mom, because I wanted to legally change my name, and I couldn't change my name until I told my mom. I said, Mom, guess what? I'm female. And my mom said, I always knew there was something different about you. Mothers know these things. Oh, Mom, I was 51 before I figured anything out, and you always knew? But my mom gave me purses and scarves and jewelry she made that I rock proudly. And my mother calls me her adopted daughter. And on October 26, 2017, I legally changed my name to Sandy Alice. By the way, that's also on my driver's license and my passport with a large F. But when you change your name, you can change your whole name. I chose the name Sandy because of two girls I loved. One was the first girl I ever had a crush on when she was 14. I never talked to her, never had a date, never went on, never had sex, never talked to her. Another person in my life, her name was Sandy. She was in a church. And believe me, I was a churcher. I went churching every day. I spent 7 years doing nothing but living for God. By the way, it's a great place to hide if you're trying to hide from your identity. Just saying, it really is. I didn't date when I was young because I was busy serving God. I didn't know who I was. But I did ask this woman, I said, will you marry me? Because she had a beautiful soul. I loved her spirit. And she laughed and said no. For those reasons, I chose the name Sandy. But why Alice? Because that's my grandmother's name. And by choosing that name, I'm honoring everyone in the world and the women in my family line. I'm honoring every woman by being Sandy Alice. Now, if you know me well, you know this is my ghost story. And it's a little spooky, because it gets spooky here in just a moment. After I changed my name to Sandy Alice, I was talking with my mom. And my mom told me, you know, there might be another reason why I chose the name Sandy. Did you know that your grandmother had 10 children, not 9? And her name was, she only had 3.5 hours, and her name was Sandy Alice. Now, when I went and I wore a wedding dress and a bridesmaid's dress for Darla Fox at South Park Mall, I felt my aunt there with me. I have an unfair advantage. I'm deeply connected to my aunt. When I went to prom for the very first time as a chaperone at the Queer-Ass Prom at the New West Side Theater in Cleveland, I felt my aunt there with me. I'm not just living my life, I'm living my very best life. And the world is woven together in mystical, magical ways that defy understanding. And I am the best woman I can be. You might have saw me hula hooping today. But you probably don't know, this is the 8th time I've done it. hula hoop a parade route. I did it in Mansfield. I did it in Detroit, Michigan. I did it at West Palm Beach. I did it at Fernandina Beach. I did it at Wilton Manors. I did it in Orlando. And this year, I did it in Tampa. Why do I hoop? Because I can. This is a hoop of love. I make hoops, I give away hoops. If I had my shirts here, I'd ask you all to sign them. I have over 10,000 cats drawn on more than 70 shirts from people around the country who all support love. I tell you, I live in one of the reddest parts of Florida, but when I go to Publix, and I go to Walmart, and I go to Target, and I go to Aldi's, I go where the people really are. I find massive amounts of support for love and pride. Now, you know I want to sing, because I love to sing. Okay. This little rainbow light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little rainbow light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine all the time, it's divine. Hide it in a closet, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under fear, no, I'm gonna let it shine all the time, let it shine. Because when you live your best life, when you live your authentic life, when you live your real life that you were always meant to be, something in you glows and shines. And just one more thing, watermelon sugar pride. Watermelon sugar pride. Watermelon sugar pride. Watermelon sugar pride. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're black, we're white, we're Asian too. We're every color of the rainbow. We're me and we're you. Thank you very much.